You are welcome in the zoology class, genetics class, organized by Society of Carrier Technology and Jan Vikas Mahasabha. Today also we will talk about another topic which has changed the study of biology during last 70 years, and the discoverer was also awarded Nobel Prize. It was a mystery that many genes are found in a cell of every organism. Are all the genes are active all time? No. It will unnecessarily increase the load on the cell. An answer to this was found by Jacob and Monod, and they found that in a culture of Escherichia coli, when lactose sugar was not present, the three enzymes responsible for synthesis of lactose, they are beta galactosidase, permease and acetylase. They were present in very few amount. But when lactose sugar was added in the medium, the concentration of these three enzymes within minutes increased 1,000 folds. It means there is some mechanism of making the switch on and off according to the requirement. So Jacob and Monod told that sometimes for performing one function, a set of more than one enzymes take part at the same time, and just adjacent to them there is an operator gene. So a set of operator gene and the related structural genes together, they are called an operon. Along with that, at a distance there is a regulator gene, and regulator gene produces mRNA for the synthesis of a lac repressor. Lac repressor is made up of 4 subunits. Each subunit is made up of about 40,000 Dalton molecular weight. All the 4 units combine together and they bind with the operator gene. When they bind with the operator gene, the binding of RNA polymerase with the promoter gene becomes impossible. So all the 3 genes are inactive for some time, they are switched off. And this operator gene has been found to be made up of 21 pairs of nucleotides. Their sequence is fixed, and at 2 ends we have some palindromic sequence. The same sequence is present in reverse order. It is called palindromic sequence. Now let us see this in both conditions, when lactose sugar is present in the medium or when lactose sugar is not present in the medium. Let us consider the first situation when lactose or inducer is not present. In that situation, what will happen? The regulator gene will synthesize a repressor. It will bind with a co-repressor and it will bind with the operator gene. When it will bind with the operator gene, binding of RNA polymerase with the promoter gene will not be possible. So the genes will be switched off and they will not synthesize the 3 proteins. Let us see the other condition. When lactose is present in the medium, then the regulator gene produces the repressor. There is a molecule inducer. Here the lactose or allolactose, or one more synthetic analog is used in laboratory conditions, IPTG, isopropyl thiogalactoside. So this inducer, allolactose or IPTG, when binds with repressor, a conformational change takes place in the repressor protein and it becomes inactive for binding with the operator gene. When it fails to bind with the operator gene, then the binding of RNA polymerase enzyme with the promoter gene becomes possible. And when it binds with the promoter gene, it can move forward and make unzipping of the 2 helices of the DNA strand. One strand functions as a template and an mRNA is formed, and these three genes are switched on for the synthesis of beta-galactosidase, lag permease, and trans-acetylase enzyme. So this was a very interesting discovery for which Jacob and Monod were awarded Nobel Prize, and it is one of the most important discoveries of biological sciences during last 70 years. Thank you very much.